I can feel that her steps are not equal. Different feet are kind of moving different, almost like walking around on 4 different horses. This is Lola. This is the one that has been bucking and had the magnawave treatment. And we talked in that video about exactly what is going on with her, which is a big root of why she's bucking, why she's grouchy, and just kind of a lot of general things that's contributing to her issues, why she's here to fix. And when you see her move, we'll see how she does. She's had magnawave treatment. She's had some several other treatments. We've been spending a lot of time like currying on her, brushing on her, trying to get all these muscles to relax. And in the previous videos, she's had a lot of movement things going on back here. That has been the most obvious place to see what was going on, the movement issues back there. But what is actually going on, I'm going to go around here so that you can see a little bit better. It shows in her back right hip, but horses, things are connected diagonally with a horse. Back right hip, front left shoulder. Her issue is actually right here in the shoulder. She has some muscles that are tight around some nerves, and this is where the actual issue is. And because this is all tight, it's kind of like a Charlie horse around a nerve, so it's pretty painful. Because this is tight, we're seeing it back there. Diagonal, let feet move together. Horse is connected diagonally that way. So even though well, I see George trying to pull a pin up between 2 panels out there. He is a heck of an escape artist.
And that second pin?
Yeah, well, the first one, the one with the bay with the blaze right there, he walked away. I think he might have actually got it apart. Have to go check it when we're done. But anyways, everything works diagonal on a horse. So when you see an issue on a leg, you always need to look on the diagonal leg. And a good example of that is with Lucy. Lucy has some navicular in her front left foot. Well, we'll actually see the discomfort in the back right before we see the navicular flare up in the front left. Good example of that. And notice I was slow tightening the saddle. We rode her yesterday. She never bucked, never pinned her ears. Well, maybe I say barely pinned her ears. She's pretty nice. Probably the nicest ride we've had on her since she's been here. So I wanted a video today, and we're going to see what she does. I think there's going to be some improvement over what it was before she had the magnawave, and we've been currying on her and massaging her. She had 2 days off, I believe, between the off from riding. Between the magnawave and being ridden, we were trying to give her muscles some chance to relax, currying on her, trying to set her up so that it all did what it's supposed to do. That is George. George is the one with the blaze, and Bebe. That's funny. Bebe is, I believe, 19 or 20 years old. The dominant horse here. And he's not normally up here. He's normally in the back pasture. He's up here because the farrier's doing feet. And he's going around everybody he can get to let them know that he is the dominant horse here. I might have to go break that up, but I bet they're going to work it out. It's kind of like, horses like that, see there's a fence in between? It's kind of like when you have 2 people acting like they want to fight. And they're like, hold me back, well, they really don't want to fight. That's how they are. They don't really want to fight. They just want to be bossy. But if I need to, I'll go separate them. All right, so let's get on Lola. She has had a much better expression with her ears since she had the magnawave. And I've noticed today, just walking her around, much better expression. I think we're on the right track. Nope, wait for me. I know I got up here and stood a minute ago. I think we're on the right track. A lot easier for both of us if you be still. I'm never going to swing my leg over while a horse is moving, ever. I'm going to do my best to stay there until their feet get still. When they're moving, they're off balance, I'm off balance, swing over, accidentally sit down hard. It's just a recipe for a problem. We'll need to do some more work at the mounting block. It's funny, I'm getting more of what I think is her actual personality starting to come out since she's not hurting. Less hurting, less grouchy, more of her actual personality, which is nice to see. Just sit here for just a minute. I'm gonna walk her off. I say I always walk off in my circles. You can come through here. I say I always walk off in my circles. I may or may not do that here. I'm gonna walk off in whatever she acts like is most comfortable. My farrier is here, so there's gonna be traffic in and out. Robert's helping me handle horses for the farrier. That's Bob. He actually just got his first set of shoes on in probably close to 10 years. He's doing so good in training. I wanted to put some sliders on him, see what he done. So I'll be doing a video of that probably next week. Give him a chance to kind of get acclimated to him. He's to the point where he needed them. And I've talked in several other videos about sliders and what they do and why I put them on, why they need to be on certain horses that stop a certain way. I'm not going to go into that again in this video, but I'll talk about it when I'm doing his video. Let's go ahead and walk off. I'm going to kind of walk off forward and to the left, and let's see what her behavior is like. She has not pinned her ears yet, and she hasn't bowed her back up like she wants to buck. We're going to see. I'm just going to walk. Let's see if we can walk it out. Not really going to ask her to do a whole lot. I'll point her nose and walk. If you didn't see the video where she was getting her magnawave treatment, you need to watch it. I'll try to put a link up here. Not real good at that, but I'll try. And all I want to do is I want to get her walking so we can walk out those sore muscles. It's kind of like a Charlie horse. We need to walk that out. That's going to help everything get better. And I'm also going to start working her with lifting her shoulders, get her weight shifted to the back end so that she uses her back end better, which is going to prevent this from getting worse and continue the process, the recovery process. This is pretty nice. Point her nose to the left. Let's cut through the middle, and we'll walk a circle or two to the right. Notice I'm pretty much leaving her alone. I want to give her a chance to put her body where it's comfortable for her before I start manipulating her body. There is some things that needs to happen for her to use her body more correctly, which is going to be part of her recovery process and part of her staying doing good, staying in recovery. But for right now, we're just going to kind of walk. I can feel that her steps are not equal. Different feet are kind of moving different, almost like walking around on 4 different horses. Each foot's moving a little bit different. As she recovers, as her muscles start to relax and the nerves aren't pinched anymore, and she gets better fit, using her body better, it's going to start to kind of come together. So now I intentionally took my spurs off to ride her. I will need to put them back on, but I wanted to be able to kind of bang my legs around a little bit and her start gaining some confidence. and her not be upset about legs because of trying to encourage her to relax her muscles. Let's keep walking. In the past, when I would kind of fan my legs on her a little bit, she would pin her ears and get grouchy. And I know that's because my legs is basically where she was sore, where my legs hang. So we have to let her know that it's not going to hurt anymore. I'm going to start adding some right rein, right leg right here. Right rein, right leg. Right rein, right, there we go. Ask her to come off of my right leg. Not really asking for a complete counter bend, but we're working towards that. Right rein, right leg. Kind of pushing into my leg there. That's where I will need the spurs, but let's go forward. That's where I will need the spurs, but I need her confidence first. I need her to understand that it's not going to hurt. There we go. Now let's go with some left rein, left leg. There you go. She's a little worried when I started putting leg on her. I can tell that she's worried. She got a little bit stiffer, but she didn't pin her ears. She didn't buck, which is what she was doing before. So that's progress. That's the progress that I'm looking for. One step at a time. Left rein, left leg. And in the process, this is going to help develop her steering better. Going to help her use her body better. There we go. There we go. Good girl. This side here is tight. I can still feel it's not stepping up and over. I would like for it to step more, but it's just got to all loosen up. I can't force more. Well, I could force more, but I'm just going to create a problem. Just encourage her to move. By asking for this left rein, left leg, a little bit of a step over. I'm stretching them muscles in this left shoulder, which is the root of the problem. Moving it around, basically. Doing a little physical therapy. It's going to make her nice. Some of this, like that rooting on the bit, a lot of that is going to go back to worried about hurting. She knew what hurt before, so she would do certain things to try to avoid the pain. So I'm not going to fuss about that kind of stuff yet. I will eventually, but what she has to learn first is that it doesn't hurt. When she learns that it doesn't hurt, then I'll let her know that those behaviors are not acceptable. But if I start fussing at her about those behaviors now, before she learns that she doesn't hurt, then she's just going to fight, and I'm going to create a different problem I got to work. Yesterday, rode her out back. Yesterday or day before yesterday, I remember what. Really nice ride. Never bucked, never pinned her ears. Acted like she really enjoyed getting out. And trot. We will be building some trotting in, but right now I want her to know that it don't hurt. The fact that she's wanting to trot is pretty nice. She's getting there. So I just wanted to take a minute and show her to you, and so you could see. So you could see how much better her attitude is, how much better she's doing, just since that one magnawave treatment. But we've been doing a lot of currying, massaging, and trying to let her work those sore muscles out in addition. So this is Lola. I'll put a link up here to her other videos on YouTube, to her playlist. Until next time, thank you for watching.